Hey guys, Russ here with bishopswest.com. Wanted to talk today a little bit just about device chains in Bitwig Studio. Now, device chains are pretty handy. They let you automate, well, not really automate, but configure a few things that you can use over and over and over again. So let's just get into it. What I've got here is I've got this Chillwave drum machine kit preset, and I just did a simple little loop, very simple, but this is what it sounds like. Okay, not much to it. So what I'm gonna do now is, maybe I want to add some effects to that. So this preset is pretty cool. Christian Vogel, thank you for providing it. It's got some high cut, low cut, compression, distortion, the gate, delay. So it's pretty cool already to start with. But what I'm going to do is on my drum bus, old terminology, in my drum group, I'm going to add in, first of all, I'm just going to add a saturation device. This is also courtesy of Christian Vogel, warm saturator. So to find that, by the way, just click on the plus, and then in the window that comes up, go to presets. It's not one of the devices, it's one of the presets that he set up, making use of the distortion plugin and several other things. So, and then click OK. Now when I play this, it's pretty crazy. So I'm going to take the mix way down. Just so it has a touch of the saturation there. Okay, and you can, of course, change the color, do whatever you like. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it like that. And then going to add in a little compression. Now, like I said, that kit that I have up there, it already has some good compression, but I'm just going to add this in, and I'll show you why in a minute. Click OK. Let's get it actually working here. Bring the threshold down just a smidge. Okay, not going to go crazy with that right now. And then after that, I think I'll want an EQ. So I'll use this EQ5. Okay, obviously that's hurting my kick, so I'm going to bring it back down. Usually about 40 or 50 is where I'll go. I'll do 40 today. Then I'll probably take a little bit of high shelf here and bring it up just a tad to emphasize that treble just a little bit more. Yeah, that works. And then the last thing I'll add is the spectrum analyzer, just so I can kind of see what's going on there. Okay, so now I've got all these, and this is a good chain, and this is something that I'll probably want to use on other tracks. In fact, I'll probably add this to most of my tracks because just from my limited experience, compressor and EQ is something I'll have, and saturation is pretty handy just to have available on pretty much every track. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, and right in the very front of it, before any of that, I'm going to click the plus and add the chain device. Okay, and then what I can do is take all of these, click the first one, and then shift click to select everything in between and including the last one, and then I'm just going to drag them into the little chain box right there. And now you can see this blue line over it. That's telling me that everything underneath that blue line is included in that chain. Okay, so now once I have this set up as a chain and I can click on this to close it, you can see that that's all there is. If I wanted to, I could even go further and, for example, the threshold, I could add a modulator in here and then say that I want to use this to control the threshold over here, or maybe the mix of the saturation. You can do any of that, but for the sake of brevity today, I'm not going to do that. I am going to next take this, so I right click on the title bar there, and I'm going to say save preset to library, and I'm going to call it, all of my plugins I start with RZT what? Mix chain. Why not? And category, I'm just going to call it multi effects, and I'm going to call it saturation, compression, EQ, and spectrum. I think it's spectral. Like that, and then click OK. Tags, you don't have to put anything, but you can if you think that'll help you find something later on. Okay, so now once I've done that, then it's saved in my presets, and so maybe I want to do the same thing on this sidechain compress group here. What I can do is click here, and then all I have to do is search for RZT, and over my presets, okay, there I've got my RZT mix chain. So I click OK, and now if I click this chain, you can see it's got everything in there that we were just talking about, and it kept my settings for how much threshold was on the compression, the EQ settings, saturation settings. So all of that stays there for the next time that you want to use it. So obviously when you're setting up a default device chain like this, you'll want to kind of set everything the way you like it. In my case, I might have started with this turned off and save it that way, and then just bring it whenever I need to later on, but obviously that's your choice. So this is just a really easy way to get things set up and ready to use, and then pretty much every track I'm going to start by grabbing this device chain, putting it in, and use that as my starting point. So I hope you found that helpful. Definitely, if you have any questions about this or comments, I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments below the video, especially what are you guys using device chains for, or what do you think you could use them for. If you could take a second just to click like and subscribe, that would be great too. It's been fun seeing you guys just making the effort to like and subscribe. It's been good for me. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And then also, like I told you before, I've got a free guide just for watching. It's called Accelerate Your Music Making in Bitwig Studio. Just a few simple steps that you can take to get things set up to get going as quickly as possible when you're opening the program for the first time, starting a new project. To get that guide, just go to bishopswest.com/bitwigstudio. No, Bitwig Setup, sorry. bishopswest.com/bitwig setup. And like I said before, just put in your email and it's a free download, just to say thanks for watching. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks.